So now when I say, if you hang around 9 broke people, you'll end up the 10th, you know what I mean. When I say that you should want to have lunch with Jay-Z and not just take the bag, the $500,000 he was offering, you'll understand. So Magic Johnson has just underscored it again. Here's a dude who made $40 million in the NBA, an absolute star. But now he's a billionaire because he realized you make money during the day, but you build wealth in your sleep. He understood that the real capital was not what's in your pocket, was in your hand, but what's in your head, what's in your heart, and what connects it to, which is relationship capital, which is somebody who believes in you, somebody who says, I want to do business with you. That starts with a relationship, not with a transaction, not with an ask. And nobody cares about the money in your pocket. All it will do is deplete. If you don't have any wisdom in your brain, the money will leak out of your pockets. Can I get an amen? There's an old Southern saying, no matter how much I love you, my son or my daughter, if I don't have wisdom, I can only give you my own ignorance. So out of love, we pass down bad habits from generation to generation. And in a blind town, a one-eyed man's king. If you don't know better, you can't do better. I don't care how much you go to church, how much a nice person you are, you're sweet to people, you're loving, you're generous. If you don't understand money in the language of wealth creation, in the language of free enterprise and markets and, frankly, capitalism, and how this system works, it will play you and you think you're playing it. So all these folks saying, I want to get that bag, I want to get that dollar, I want to get that money, I want to get that cash. You're mistaken. And I've been trying to tell you, somebody who went from nothing and created something, who was homeless, whose parents lost everything after making the bag, but my dad lost it, God rest his soul, and a brilliant guy, but he was financially illiterate. So every dollar he made, he spent $1.50. The more money he made, the broker we got. And my mother finally had to break away, Juanita Smith, in order to create a new reality. And as you've heard me say, Juanita Smith passed away with $1 million accumulated over her time, net worth, working an hourly job, because she understood the intangibles that I'm trying to tell you, and Magic Johnson's trying to tell you here. Relationship capital, who banks on you. Knowledge you have in your head is more important than what you got in your pocket. You hang around 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th. You hang around 9 wealthy people, you're likely also to be the 10th. So what Magic Johnson did here was brilliant. He wanted to understand the game of business, the game of life. How do you do this? Gave them the honor of going to lunch with him so they could brag on it. But he got the honor of what was in their head and hopefully some relationship capital so he could call them later on. I'm telling you, this is how this world works. Hey, don't get kicked off of the train of opportunity. Listen and learn. Go to Operation Hope today. Peace and light.